10 American stars who died on September 4th. This will be very interesting, so sit back and wait. But before I dive deeper into the details, please don't forget to massively show us some love by subscribing to this channel. Clicking the subscribe button will link you to our community of viewers and make it easier for me to keep you updated on new content. The date September 4th remains incised in the minds of fans from a number of American pop culture icons who died on this date. It is also an interesting date when a number of these grand stars have all died. This day makes for a profound moment to reflect upon their service and what they have given to the world of entertainment, leaving a big vacuum behind. Here, we remember 10 outstanding American stars who died on this date. 1. Michael O'Donoghue, 1940 to 1994. Michael O'Donoghue was a founding force behind the downtown avantgarde of New York's underground sketch comedy scene, and a major early Saturday Night Live writer and performer. His dark and subversive style helped make Saturday Night Live a defining institution of American humor in the 1970s and 1980s. His influence continues to resound through both sketch content and comedic writing into the present. 2. Harvey Fierstein, b. 1954. The renowned actor and playwright who caused a stir with his voice and matchless talent. Harvey Fierstein etched history, first in Torch Song Trilogy and then in Hairspray. Fierstein broke barriers in theater and on-screen for LGBTQ representation beyond the stage. His death on this date sent many into mourning for the death of a true Broadway legend. 3. Rick James, 1948 to 2004. Funk legend Rick James epitomized the era of disco with hits like Super Freak and Give It To Me Baby. His sound was different, and he was flamboyant, adding to his definition in music. James lived a life of immense talent combined with turbulent times. However, his influence within funk and R&B remains unquestionable. 4. Bobby Darin, 1936 to 1973. Among Americans' most eclectic singers, songwriters, and actors was Bobby Darin. He made the hits Mac the Knife and Dream Lover. Speaking of genres, he could easily span pop, jazz, and folk. No doubt he was one of the most unusual amalgamations to be found in the music world. At the age of his 5. Louis Prima, 1910 to 1978. Louis Prima was into highly energetic performances, very seldom found in a combination of musician cum entertainer. Prima's synthesis of jazz, swing, and novelty songs coined a style of its own that breathed life into the music scenario, inspiring generations of musicians to follow in his footsteps. His legacy still speaks now to those who love classic American music. 6. Frank Sinatra Jr., 1944 to 2016. The son of the legend Frank Sinatra, Frank Sinatra Jr., hewed out his reputation as a fine singer and conductor. Sailing under the Sinatra name, there was no getting around that he would fall into a shadow, but he made a name for himself out there in big band music nonetheless. He is highly regarded for keeping the great American songbook alive. 7. Jimi Hendrix, 1942 to 1970. Jimi Hendrix was an innovative guitarist and musician, sometimes regarded as the most imaginative electric guitarist in rock history. In fact, through his experimental style, his virtuoso playing, and flamboyant showmanship, Hendrix certainly left his mark on rock and blues music. The tragic death of this musician at such a young age of 27 sent shockwaves among his fans and other musicians as well. 8. Natasha Lyonne, b. 1979, an actress, writer, and director who won many awards in recognition of work such as American Pie, Orange is the New Black, and Brilliant Russian Doll. Her distinctive voice and the ability to play the tough, complex characters kept Lyonne current. She died this date, leaving behind a roster of memorable roles. 9. Freddie Mercury, 1946 to 1991. One of the most charismatic frontmen in rock history, Freddie Mercury was a powerful vocalist, a theatrical performer, and the lead vocalist for the iconic band Queen. He revolutionized the spheres of music and performance art, and is celebrated for evergreen classics, such as Bohemian Rhapsody and Somebody to Love. His untimely death was a great loss to the music world. 10. John Bonham, 1948 to 1980. As the powerhouse drummer of the legendary rock group Led Zeppelin, John Bonham set a new standard for rock drumming with his powerful style and innovative techniques. Several years past his death, his contribution to rock music remains very influential. His legacy is now taken forward through his staying sound and the music he helped create. Conclusion: it is on these occasions, as fans remember these 10 American stars who have died on September 4th, that we need to celebrate their lives and also their contribution to the arts. Each of them made a mark in his or her field, and their legacies keep on touching new generations of artists and entertainers alike. Their extraordinary talent, creativity, and passion live on, reminding one of the vibrant tapestry of American culture they helped weave. If you have enjoyed this video, please be sure to subscribe to my channel, share with friends, and tap that notification bell for updates.